Welcome to the official AFL Fantasy Podcast with the Traders.
G'day with the Traders. Thanks to Sportsbet. I'm Roy. I coach Destroy, and I'm here with Warnie.
Coach of the Wanderers.
And Calvin.
Coach Calvinator.
Big weekend, lads.
Big weekend.
Round 9 in the can. And now we're looking at round 10 because that comes after 9.
Correct,
But round
Wandog.
9, Calvinator.
Yes.
It can get in the can round 9.
It can. It wasn't a great week.
It wasn't
A lot
enjoyable
of
at all.
factors. Poor scores. We slid down in our rankings.
Yes, first time this year.
You guys.
yeah.
Is that really?
Yeah, devastating.
Lucky for you. Rookies, they were average.
They're done. They hit the wall.
Yep, they're done.
Flagged last week
Yep.
that it was happening.
Reading
Bang.
Fantasy Form Watch, Roy.
Yes.
Doing the Michael Barlow medal, which
Yep.
is great to follow along each week.
Yes, that's your baby, isn't it?
They
No wonder he
no
likes
wonder
it so
it's good.
much.
But your top scorer,
Unreal.
They were all in the 60s, weren't they? Pretty much?
Well,
Durden was at 79.
Yep.
79. So that's
He
his
lives
first
a little
time.
while too.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's kickstarted his price generation there. So the thing with him, that's his first vote for the year.
Right.
That's it. So he actually gets on the leaderboard with 5.
Oh, right.
Rounds
Of
it out.
course, yeah.
There's a whole heap of them on 5, but then it was the 60s.
Yeah, just all in the 60s club. And everyone's rolling with 2, 3, maybe 4.
So Martin
Still.
extended his lead on the leaderboard with a 65 vote.
Wow.
Yeah, his worst score of the year.
Yeah, okay.
Hobbsy would have voted then. He would have polled.
Hobbsy, maybe I'd left him out on purpose. No, he was on there somewhere. Hobbsy polled.
Now, the other thing coming out of round 9, Calvinator.
Yes, Warren?
Was your captains.
Oh, yeah. They're all right.
So,
and about?
well, number 1, I went with him.
Who was that?
Clayton Oliver.
See,
Couldn't get me a ton.
This is the thing. How's that my fault? It's Oliver's fault.
It was Oliver's fault.
How could you not turn up against West Coast?
Everyone does.
Yes, they
Had
all
a fair
do.
bit of time on the pine.
Everyone
That was
does.
one thing that
What did
I
he hit?
like.
He would have hit 80% though, wouldn't he?
No.
Didn't he?
I think he might have been below that.
So he had a rest.
Yep. So that was a small flag. These things can happen in those games. So that one didn't.
But everyone
that one
else
didn't
has
go to
been
plan.
doing it still.
Yeah, that didn't.
Now,
go
one
to
of your
plan.
flags from the week, though, was that I did look at your leaderboard. I looked at all your notes.
Yep.
Callum Mills.
Yeah. Okay.
He was
Top
good.
scorer for the round.
Yeah. Thank you.
156.
Thank you.
Hates. And they were his words. Hates the SCG.
What's
He
going on
does.
here?
He
Yeah.
does.
156.
Oh.
Calvinator.
I'll stand by it.
What are you
He
standing
hates-
by?
He hates the SCG.
So, SCG.
except for last game.
I smell a rat. What's happened?
Oh, well, this is what he's doing, I think. He's actually trying to hurt people. with
No.
their teams.
That's a big
Trying-
accusation.
Sabotage.
He's not trying to hurt
He's
people.
the people's prince,
Yeah.
man.
So, 156.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
He only had that 76 at the SCG. So you're calling one score hates the SCG because the week prior to that, he had 131 there.
Okay. Roy.
He had 117 earlier in the season.
When I explain this to you, Roy, you'll
That's
understand what an idiot you have sitting on your left. Right. Last year at the SCG,
Yeah.
he played there 8 times. Only got over 110 twice.
Right.
At an average of 99.
That's a
only
flag,
2.
yep.
Away from the SCG last year, he played 10 times.
Yep.
9 of those over 110 at an average of 120. So, does he hate the SCG? Yes.
No, he doesn't hate the SCG. So he stopped playing at the SCG in round
Ask him, Dog.
13 last year because they were shipped off out of there.
Right.
When did he start hitting his big scores? After that.
What, last year?
Yeah.
No. You've lost your marbles, mate.
He had 152 after that.
Last time I spoke to Mills,
Yeah,
he
no, he
said to
probably
me he
actually
hates the
scored better.
SCG. Yeah. I'm
No,
right.
there is a little bit there where you're right because he was last year 121, then 85 at the SCG, 111, then 91 at the SCG.
Okay. So last week,
So, Warnie, you've come here to smash him, and he's now convinced you to be.
I tried to cherry pick some stats there. So his last 4 games at the SCG last
Yeah.
year, average of 105.
Right.
That's
Is that all?
not hate.
That's hate. Hates
That's
it.
not hate the SCG.
It is.
This year, he's had one bad score at the SCG, a 70.
Oh my God.
And
That's
of
gross.
course, that hates it.
Okay.
Calvinator.
So last week I told people number 1 option here he is.
Yeah.
And a lot of people did it.
Yeah.
And he scores a 70. And then this week I didn't even have him on the list. And he scored a 150.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So that's unlucky.
It is. And do you reckon people told me? Yes.
Yeah, I dare say you would have found out that's what
I
happened.
was definitely told by people out there. But,
That's right. You just got to pull your socks up. Go
well, I
again.
did. So he's on the list this week.
In his last 3 games, at the SCG.
Here he goes. He's still going.
Yeah.
In his last 3 games at the SCG, if you take out that 76, he averages 143.
All right.
Solid.
143, Calvin, if you take out that score.
You've taken out a score. You're looking at 3 games. I'm looking at a full year of data.
So this week, sorry, I think you should say something along the lines of he's warming to the idea of playing at the SCG.
So
Where does he play this week?
So he plays at Marvel. Guess what? Hates Marvel.
Does he?
Hates Marvel.
Is that real?
So, no, this is real. So he's played there 12 times, I think, from my notes, and 1 ton. So hates SCG, hates Marvel.
Can I just ask something? Because I
Yeah.
put full faith in Calvin's captain.
Yeah, so do I.
Are you factoring in that he used to play as a defender?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So take the data as you will. And at the end of the day, make your own decision. I'm just there to try to steer you in the right direction.
Yeah. Crunch. You're the number cruncher.
Yeah. All
With
right.
some numbers that are legit. Some.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I'm looking forward to these weeks where we do get to take out some scores from our actual fantasy team score.
Yeah.
Like what you
in the
do
bye
with my
rounds,
captains
which is
each
what
week.
I need this week, although I'd like to add someone because I am in the green vest once again. So that's 6 out of 9 leaderboard for anyone asking about that.
Who's asking?
Yeah, there's people on Twitter that are keen because they can't count themselves, so I count it up because their
Doesn't help.
brains are like yours. That they,
6 out of 9.
yeah, it's not good.
Jeez, you've never done that many.
Jeez.
No,
That's gross.
it's not very fair.
Usually we alternate pretty much.
Yeah, we
It's
Just
share
how
around
you
a bit.
bully me about this. Because
6
I've
out of
always
9.
been nice to you, Calvin, when you have had a decade plus
6
of
out of
putrid
9. That's
scores.
amazing.
That's one guy.
Is that a record?
It would be.
That'd be a record. You're on track for the most green vests in Traders history.
Oh, well, if you take out your 3 vests that you've got, I've got all of them. All right, let's go with your scores then. Roy, you were next, highest, with a 2092.
Yeah, solid enough. However, it was my first rank drop.
Ooh. Still inside the top 2,000?
Yeah, still inside the top 2,000. So I'm happy to move on. But, gosh, I made bad errors that caused that. So anyway, moving on.
Swaggerlicious.
Yeah, you're talking about me. 21-13 is what I got. But same as you guys, dropped in rank as well and not happy with my scores. So
I'll be back on track next week.
Here it is! That's what you did, Jenny. You stuck it right up them.
I'm going to choose my +3 coming out of Sunday afternoon. Took Miller. He's back. He's on song now.
Yep, you're
He's
welcome.
Why? Because you got him early and got bad scores from him and still ranked higher than me. Bloody hell. You paid $1 million for him. Now, he did love the conditions up there.
Oh, yeah.
If you were watching that game, the rain that was coming down, it was good. So he was tackling, he was doing everything. He was just a machine. So
good
it's
stuff.
nice to have.
yeah, Petrarca for me, 139.
Way to bring it home, Truck.
Could have been a lot bigger too. He's trying to slap a few goals
Actually,
through.
50 more than Oliver.
Yeah,
2 goals 4 he had.
Yeah, and he was hungry too.
He was.
It's a sort of game where someone like him dominates, though, isn't it? Like, so we talk about the easy to play against Eagles, but when you've got such an attacking game like that, where he can get on the scoreboard,
Yep.
he just gets himself free. It's not Oliver getting those handballs in and under type things, and
Could have been a lot bigger, but
Petrarca
that's
was
all right.
massive.
Destroy.
Zorko on debut for me. He had.
Geez, you're nailing an on debut player.
What
that's
a
the only
great
thing
feeling.
I am doing.
What a great feeling.
I didn't think I'd nailed him at quarter time. Do you know what he had?
Nope.
9.
Oh,
9.
really?
9 at quarter time.
Wow.
Yep. And to finish on 112. Yep. Great debut. And to have him down back, that's a luxury.
Big time.
It was the most disgraceful display I've ever seen.
Because it's just not acceptable.
West Coast should be an easy team to play against,
Oh, here we go.
but not for Bowie.
Not again.
How?
God.
That's 6 out of 9 vests, 6 out
Yeah.
of 9 -3s, I reckon,
It
for
is.
Bowie. To be close to it. Far out. It's not hasn't been good. 55
okay.
he had.
We need to dig deeper here. So,
Okay.
there's usually a rule.
There's a rule. We say it every week.
If you get 3, you're definitely out.
You have to go.
He keeps
Every week.
every week. Now, Dog, he's basically a rookie though.
Yeah,
Can he
that's right.
keep getting the blame?
Yeah, well, no.
Can
He's
you
won
do-
every game that he's played. Did you know that?
Why do you
I
have so
heard
much?
that.
Why do you have so much focus on him?
Yeah.
Because
Why
I've
is he at the forefront of your thinking all the time?
Because
He outscored a couple of your premiums.
I bought him after he scored 125.
Oh, chaser.
Oh, he chased.
Is he having one of
Dog,
those
you
years?
can't be doing this.
Dog, you're out of form if you're chasing.
I'm out of form.
What's the average for you, do you reckon?
Oh, don't even want to look at it. Holy hat, it would not be good. It wouldn't be very good. So, no, Bowie gets it. There was plenty of players that could have done, and Cal, you went with one.
I went with Whitfield.
Oh, God.
46.
Vomit.
His mate Cornelio could be sitting right next to
Too
him
right,
as
he
well.
could. 49.
Disgusting, the pair of them.
But it comes down to the coach.
Right.
It does.
So what are you going to say
Well,
about that?
guess what? They get another
Sack
week,
him.
don't they? Yeah, well.
Oh, sorry.
Sort of. They get another week.
They do.
Because
We've got
now-
to see what it looks like
They
now.
are not that bad.
No. They're going to get a real coach now who plays them in their real positions.
Well, whoever does get them, it's actually McVeigh. stand-in,
McVeigh,
isn't he?
yeah.
So you all of a sudden put them in their best positions and you're going to see instant improvement.
Yeah. He's going to look like a genius.
So what do we want to see from McVeigh? What positions does everyone want?
Whitfield needs to be half back and wing.
Yep.
What he does in sort of second half.
Yeah, once he's done nothing forward,
Forward,
of the
they
ball.
move him back.
Unfortunately, he couldn't do much when he did that on Sunday.
Oh, he couldn't do anything, but he's just completely out of the game. Cornelio, I think we need some more CBAs and a confidence boost.
Yep.
I don't think he's ever played well after that incident where
The
he was
incident.
dropped a few years ago and then
Agreed.
publicly
And then the
publicly
Amazon
humiliated
documentary.
with it just to make it even worse.
Yeah.
It'd be a forgotten thing had it not been for the doco. So I think he'll be better for that partnership
Agree.
going.
I reckon Jared McVeigh needs to get his fantasy scores up and show him what he was able to do across his career. So this is what he did. Back when, scores weren't as high then. So in 2012, averaged 91 from 22 games, then 98,
Yeah.
97, 97. Like, he's just...
That's elite.
Yeah.
It is.
How about Cogs, Witt?
Yeah. I reckon he might bring some fantasy
So do I.
style.
Yep.
Makes a few of them very relevant pickups too. Now, my -3, oh my God, I had some... Let me just have a little sob story here.
Okay.
So, Friday night, a couple of vessels, golden rule. I always hear Warnie's voice at that time before the first bounce. Roll your team back.
Okay.
Now, usually I do that via just reversing the trades in case I've mixed things up for, loopholes and things like that. Well, I reversed for some unknown reason, which cost me my loophole access to McRae, which I found out that next morning, I think, when I had a look at it. Now, my hope was that Dixon was going to be out.
Ah, yes.
He was named emergency. You know how some people just back that, launch into that?
Yeah.
Well, I can never do that.
No.
So I had to be on the phone all weekend seeing if Dixon, Mr. Calf, Mr. Omitted and swapped for waffle players, that guy should never have been coming in. But he bloody did.
He didn't play in the waffle on Saturday.
No, that was my first big goop.
Yep.
And then, what happened?
Footy Rhino.
Footy Rhino was all over it.
He did.
And I did ask him to hunt it out.
And
too,
he did,
because-
and he was good. So he put his hand up. We've been talking about our fantasy journo of the year.
That's growing legs too.
Yes, it is. If you see any great little sources, any scoops, tag us in
There's
it.
a few
We'll have a
journos,
look.
rightfully, that expect
Some
to be
good-
in that.
So
They want it.
Rhino there, he holds that top spot at the moment because
Right.
that was great on Sunday morning for anyone considering that loop.
Yeah.
And then it gets confirmed a little bit later
Okay.
on.
I think you need to start doing a weekly power ranking so everyone knows where they stand because they want to win the award, and there's probably 5 of them that are well within their rights.
Don't you follow me on Twitter? I did one on Thursday night.
Oh, shivers.
So
you know what else?
Rhino was one, and then
He's ruffled some feathers.
Yes, he certainly.
Schofield's not happy with
No,
him.
he's not.
rightfully so too.
does he call himself a journo?
Well, he does now.
Yeah, he does
wants
now. He
the
wants the award, yeah.
What's the award? Right. Well, we might have to get some definitions of things going on. But no, we had there at number 2 is Mitch Cleary still after winning it last year. And then at 3, Drewy Jones.
Yep.
Now, he was good. He didn't even get to Icon Park, but was able to get some spies
that was
out
clever.
there, which
That's
is good.
just elite.
Yeah.
But the other one there on that day is that we got video from Mark McGowan.
Yeah.
One of our former colleagues at afl.com.au.
Mark threw his hat in the ring.
And that was good because the analysis of
Oh,
the video
wasn't that delicious?
for
Yeah.
Hewitt there on
loved
Friday.
every minute of that.
Every single person go, nah, looks proppy.
No,
No,
copy.
playing. No, he doesn't have his little sleeve on his leg, so
Yeah.
he'll be right.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, it was great.
It was bloody good. But once again, Hader, Will.
Yep.
He doesn't even put Will in. What are you up to? 4.
He's hanging his hat on one thing, Will.
What's that?
What's he need to do to get up the rankings?
Break some news.
Break some news. Okay, there you go.
Asking Will Brodie, although he does get a few little things, because Will Brodie, time on ground, probably at an all-time high
It
for that
is,
game,
yes.
I think it was.
So maybe he
After.
deserves some more respect.
Yeah, well, you'll just have to wait till the power rankings come out
know
this
what?
week. He needs a good week.
I don't want this category of the
Right.
reporter here to have a criteria or a definition linked with it. Why do we start doing that now? Right? Just keep it as it is. Let Dog just do
Right.
it.
I mean, -3.
Oh, yeah, we're still talking -3.
So Dixon that left me basically because that was broken in good time.
Yep.
I still could have gone Took, captain,
Yeah, which would have been a good one.
missed it. So came home with Max.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And he was very disappointing.
He was.
I could not see how he wouldn't reach triple figures in that matchup.
yep.
87 he limped to. Hopeless.
Yeah.
Anyway, -3, Max, but hang on. I'll hang in there. I'll be right next week.
Now, this is a bit of a time of the season where I've seen a few people having some conversation on Twitter about their team values for their team.
Oh, that old
I
chestnut.
thought, I'll go and check those numbers out, and if it works positively for the War Dogs,
Oh,
let's
God,
talk
he has
about it.
too.
So, it does work positively for me. I'm up to $19.54 million for the War Dogs. It's not helping with the rankings. Roy, you're next with $19.47 million. Calvin, 19.24.
Since when has this ever been brought up on a podcast ever? No
So,
one, Roy, talks about this.
I'm going to
This is ridiculous.
do some rankings each week and see how many
Oh, I bet you do.
times. But what is the
Why
why
am
are
I-
we different? Do you have more red dots or something than me?
I don't know. I've never looked at my value, to be honest. No one looks at their value.
Doggy's just chasing a win.
Oh, my God.
Why am I always in the middle of everything? Like I sit in the middle. I'm always middle ranking, middle money.
Here's the news of the week you need to know on the official AFL Fantasy podcast.
All right, the big news of the week, of course, is that Jack Steele, that shoulder that he did there in the second quarter,
Yeah.
did well to battle on.
Far
He was
out.
done. I thought he was done at halftime. They had just used their sub before on Jack Higgins,
Phew.
though. So if that hadn't have happened, maybe he was subbed out on that 37.
Potentially.
But came back on for the second half and scored 40 points to take himself up to 77.
Good on him.
Yep.
So
That is gutsy.
It is.
obviously dropped 30-odd K or whatever
Yeah.
it was for that, because he's had a couple of down weeks, because as we...
Down by his standards.
Down by
yes.
his standards. So, anyway, so he's a must trade because he's having surgery, apparently 6 to 8 weeks, and, well, bloke that put his hat in the ring for that, Tommy B. I think he
Tom Brown.
put that out first. So
He did.
and he's right. He was pretty happy with
Is
that,
he
so.
going to be in the
Yeah, is he in the mix?
mix?
I
Yeah.
can't see his stuff.
Oh, that's true.
blocked me.
that goes
And that
against
was-
him. That's a highly regrettable
Yeah.
blockage.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No, well, Mitch might have to tell him. Oh, no, Mitch will say, no, keep him blocked.
Yeah,
Mitch is
God,
climbing
they
the
don't
rankings.
want more competition.
No. Anyway, so poor old Tommy Brown. Like, the thing is, I've been nice to him over the time.
You have not. You're a bully. Gosh.
You're lying about that more than you lie about your trades.
Yeah.
All right, so Jack Steele, we'll talk about him very soon
Yes,
as
we will.
a must trade. Tim English, so he's over his hamstring, but he missed last week because of the flu.
Yeah.
But apparently the flu has knocked him around pretty badly and
Yeah.
is likely to miss again.
Look,
is pretty much what they said.
Do you know what?
What?
I had squirts.
Oh,
It
sounds like Tim
Actually,
English
after
may have
lunch,
done.
I am feeling a bit gurgly. But so I had squirts about English and his illness, right?
Right.
There is a dude that's been hitting me up with these English squirts.
Okay.
And I haven't gone with them,
Okay.
although I do believe him because I've just felt it's just bordering on inappropriate because he's been crook.
Yeah.
So he has been so hot on it before it's actually come out. I believe he was in hospital.
Oh.
Was it that bad?
Yeah, with one bout of his
Speaking of, okay.
illness. Yeah. And, God, the other one was random, like pulled over in an airport for a COVID test or it was extreme. He's
right.
had extreme
Yeah,
illness.
speaking of.
Yeah, apparently.
Look who else is trying to throw the hat in the ring.
Yeah. Listen
Where
to
am I
this.
ranked? No, when I get really
When did
good
he go
ones,
to
I-
an airport?
I don't know. He flew though somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, but then he ended up in hospital.
This is amazing. All right. Refocus.
Like the
power
guy
rankings.
telling
They
me
need
this
to
stuff.
change.
He's a member of Team Awesome Source.
I
So
reckon
it's
he's
reliable.
too right.
It's reliable.
All right, some of the other
sourcing.
things. So we had Jai Simpkin. He was a laid out with a hammy. They said it could be back-related hamstring, as they all are, but that's a big one because that was on Saturday after people had locked in their trades and all that sort of thing. So a frustrating one there, especially if he is out
It'd be
for longer.
frustrating, all right, because
'Cause he-
he's been sucking.
He has.
Shocking.
Yep.
Scott Pendlebury, he was laid out with illness as well. And then
Illness.
we looked at a couple of other things here on Sunday. Zach Williams, bit of a lower leg injury. Didn't look good. Not a great score either for him because it was so early in the game. So
Yes.
that hurt
Big time.
many people, especially in draft, I reckon. Cogs, sore back apparently.
He's not carrying.
He got kneed in the back.
Is that what it was, Cal?
Yeah, he got kneed in the back.
All right.
But he's fine.
We're going to have to watch on Jai Caldwell. So he hurt his shoulder. He was gutsy in that too.
Was he?
Yeah, he
Probably
was.
the
At
only
least one of
bomber
them,
that-
Yeah.
Jeez, that was bad. 30 tackles for the whole game.
Did Sam Draper lay one?
Oh, no, he did. Sam Draper did.
And a mark and touches
Draper.
for his
You
score
know what?
of... He scored 17. 16 were hit outs.
He gave away
on.
6 free kicks, so that hurts, obviously. But
He scored
What's he
17
doing?
points.
who's your ruck in draft, Roy?
The Drake man. Far out. Seriously.
Eight
17.
Not
Look,
good.
that's not a one-off for him, a hopeless game. He hasn't played well once this year. He has been shocking. Dog, I think your coach should be under the pump.
Essendon's highest scorer did not even get to 90.
They're gross.
You pathetic bombers.
They are
Dog.
bad.
Bounce back week coming.
Bounce back week.
Like, there's too much heat on North. Essendon are just as bad.
God. There are some shocking stats I'm looking at here.
Keep
Anyway,
poking him.
keep going, dog. I'm sorry. It's
all right.
Didn't mean to bring it up.
It's all right.
You know where the Blues are sitting on the ladder?
Oh, no. That's what hurts more.
What?
That hurts more. Jack Gunston was subbed out with an ankle. Now, Liam Ryan hurt his hammy, but he's going to go for weeks, probably at least 15 for what he did to my little boy Bowie.
15 weeks.
That dude
I can't believe
has a
Bowie-
head like a bloody cat.
Yeah.
It's a
How-
rough red head, and it
No,
bounced
that
off.
was phenomenal. If that happened to a bulldog, they would have been taken down to the room.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
just gone, oh no,
I
it's cat head.
thought, he's at least having a concussion test there. Nah, stay down the ground.
You know what they
Didn't
did?
score, but he stayed down the ground.
What do they call those ginger cats? There's a name for them.
Tabby cats. I don't know.
Tabby. Tabby.
They gave the concussion
That's
test
his
to
new
Oliver.
nickname.
Did you know that? They thought it was Oliver. They gave him the test.
Oh, that's how he stayed out there. God, your redheads didn't do too well. On
No.
the weekend, did
No.
they?
Oh, what
No,
did he
they
say the
did.
other week? They were going to combine for... What do they need to combine for?
200, which they did just with the
One as
skipper on.
captain. Yeah.
Right. Marlon Pickett and James Rowbottom had a week each given by the MRO.
Hi guys, Cal Toomey here from the AFL Exchange podcast. We're live every Monday night at 6:10 p.m. with myself, Sarah Ollie and Riley Beveridge, and back for a double dose on Thursday mornings answering the listener questions on Exchange Extra. Keep it locked to hear award-winning segments like What, Exchange Challenge and If I'm, and maybe even Hang On a Second if you're lucky. Plus, each week we're first with the exclusive NAB AFL Rising Star nominee, a moment you will not want to miss. That's AFL Exchange. Find us wherever you listen to your podcasts and subscribe so you never miss an episode.
All right, lads. So the big issue of this week is, of course, Jack Steele.
Yes.
So owned by 28% of Fantasy Classic coaches, had the ADP of number 1 as well. So draft, just find what you can off the scrap
Yep,
heap.
tell me about it. Sitting pretty top of the ladder.
Oh.
Then I had that happen to me captain, and then Drapes. I'm cooked.
So he is the most traded out player at the moment in Classic, which is no surprise with the ownership like that. His price, he went down to $892,000. So
Yep.
after he dropped a 37K on his head, which hurts a little bit because it means that you can't, for a straight swap,
Yeah.
for a guy that costs over $1 million to start
Yep.
with, as getting the exact straight swap that you
Yep.
wanted. So, options. Let's have a look at, let's go via, how will we do this? Via average for the year.
Okay.
Bailey Smith.
He's got a couple of very nice games.
He does.
Coming up.
He had a good one last week, but it's probably his best one in the last 4, I think.
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
Off the top of your head. But yes, he's an option. He's a very good player. Far
I guess
out, he made me laugh too.
129 is his break even.
Did you guys see when that
Yes.
guy was abusing him in the crowd?
Bit of a lick back at them.
That was pretty funny.
All right, Andy Brayshaw. So he's got a break even 132 because he only had a 99 this week.
For some reason, I just couldn't do it.
No.
And it's so disrespectful. But yes, he is definitely
So
an option.
928. Now, you're looking here at Lockie Neal. Most people have probably got him, but yes, he would be an option.
Yep,
Of
he
course,
is.
100%.
Very good form.
Josh Dunkley's there. We'll talk some different positions in a moment, but he would have to be in the mix. But then we're looking at Callum Mills.
Not at the SCG.
Not at the SCG or Marvel Cow.
So with Mills,
So Mills is the most
we have
expensive
to have
player
him
now.
at some stage.
Exactly.
We have to because he hits 150s.
So 953 will cost you $61,000 to get up to him. It'll be worth doing, obviously.
Look, some people would already have that in the bank.
Yeah.
And can do it. Otherwise, the offloading of a rookie, that's very easy to get up to that. So
It is.
It is definitely a viable trade.
Yeah. So in his last 4 weeks, 3 scores over 130. And one's a 160 and the other one's a 150.
It's amazing. The tackle pressure he is adding to an already ball magnet ability.
Yeah.
He hunted them hard.
Yeah.
What did he lay? 13 tackles?
He did.
Yeah. When you're getting that from a ball magnet,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Round 13 bye for him as well.
Right. Which would suit a lot of teams.
It would.
Around 13.
As for a round 13 bye would be Rory Laird.
Oh, yeah.
Now, his numbers have been fantastic. So he's averaging 112, but it's been a very nice 121 in his last 3, 124 on the weekend. So he'll cost you 919. So
He just doesn't care if he's losing either.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
No.
with him. The only thing with him, dog, is you have to pay a transfer fee to Cow.
Yeah.
'Cause he thinks he has
He's my boy.
some
So I
sort of
flagged
right
him as
to-
one of my options to bring in this week.
No.
Why won't you let
Because
me
I
do
brought
that?
him up at the start of the year and you
did.
You
Because you had
scoffed.
to.
You laughed at me.
Oh, what did you...
You hate Laird.
No, I don't.
You do. He
does.
I just said you're not buy him at the start.
Why not?
You buy him when Steele gets injured.
So now he's going to
Yeah,
be
now
he's
it's
probably
happened.
more now than what he
probably
was.
is actually.
Yeah,
Anyway,
very
so
good.
great
Very
pick,
good
though.
player.
Great
He's
option.
down 18K for the year. So
Right.
No longer tarnished
Value.
by that doesn't have defender status anymore.
Yep.
He's just a good, legit mid now and has to be considered.
Yep.
What about his mate Keezy? Coming off a 92, 97 average in the last 3. Is that just a no?
Well, I'm always a no for Keezy, and once again, it's disrespectful.
He
Now,
just
if you-
hasn't had the runs on the board over the last few weeks.
Now, the best of the premiums, if you don't have coin, like as in you literally have to go
Yeah.
that price
This
or
is
down.
where I'm going shopping.
Christian Petrarca at 879. So he is
no,
in some
it's
form.
my boy. Can't do that.
He's
Small
averaging
transfer.
123 in his last
Yeah.
3. The 139, obviously, on the weekend. So he's coming off 2 big 130-plus scores, I think they are. So
Yeah, 118, I think, was
Oh,
the
was
other
it?
one. That's all right. But I think, and he's got North Melbourne this week.
Yeah.
right.
So, great little matchup.
Oh, it's an instant reward
It
type
is.
thing. So
It is.
he's got the round 14 bye.
Did someone say instant reward?
No, it's Roy.
He's straight on my radar.
Plus
there.
3 for next week.
Yeah.
You've got Clary Oliver, Patrick Cripps, Tuke Miller. That's another one there that I
Yep.
think at this stage, like at 900, so it's only costing you $8,000.
Yeah.
That's a nice one to go to his former $1 million buddy.
100%.
That's a
Yeah, he's still at the right price there. Bargain,
is.
bargain.
Yep. We can keep going through these, but Roy, you're starting to think about like going a
Yeah.
bit lower, aren't
Yeah.
you?
So this is what I do. In situations like this, I like to say crisis creates opportunity, Cal.
okay, yeah.
And I like to turn a negative into a positive.
Okay.
So I see an opportunity like this as the chance to get a rookie off my ground
Okay.
by chasing a fallen premium.
Right.
So there's guys in that category. If you go Steele down to the likes of Hewitt, Treloar, Zorko,
Yep.
you can then throw that money on one of your, a rookie that's on your ground. Say it could be Dacos or even Martin, who are up maybe over 620-ish at the moment. And then you can bring in another proper premium that is fallen. So
2 for 1.
I've got no money in the bank, but with that move, I can end up with 2 premiums and lose a rookie on the ground.
Because Hewitt was good last week.
100% is good.
So, you make over 100K on that.
So I'm not bringing in anyone who is Steele equivalent.
Yeah.
Like none of those big dogs, but it's that removing a rookie off the ground that I'm keen on as opposed to chasing the ceiling of, say, Mills,
Yeah.
who I will want at some stage.
Is this an opportunity as well to have a crack at looking at your buy structure?
Yes, definitely.
So
this is a chance to fix some stuff up because you're playing with a lot of money there.
So still the round 12 bye.
Yeah.
For me, I think I might even need to go to a round 12 bye guy.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I was okay in the midfield with that. So,
Yeah, okay.
Wines is an option for me.
Yep. He's a great option.
It sucks getting him the week after he plays North Melbourne because
Yeah.
things aren't going to be like that, and they're going down to the Cattery this week.
He's still an absolute bargain
Yeah.
because of that injured game.
Yep. So that's a type of move that you could be looking at. So any other names that are floating your boat, Roy?
Yeah, if you want to take a real punt, Sarong has now come off back-to-back really impressive games. And you can always hide behind the fact that he's just there for the buys and you'll flick him off when need be. I think he's got the round 14 buy. Just double-check that for me because you could say he'll see you out through the buys, and if he can't continue hitting triple figures, well, that's all right because then you're getting the best. You've got the smallest little stepping stone to an Uber premium coming off their buys. Like that's where you might get your meals.
I like it.
Yeah, so you can get some coin doing that.
Yes.
What about a fallen dude like Taranto?
Yeah, I like it.
How do we feel about, well,
Where do
GWS now?
I feel nothing but excitement for all of them. I can't picture who is actually going to take a down.
Oh,
spike.
who's going to take it down? Right.
I don't think anyone will.
What I can't picture is exactly what it's going to look like. I might have to wait.
Right.
That's how I feel.
I just feel really confident in backing them in with some common sense. I'm just thinking if I'm caretaker coach, I want to be a head coach one day. What could you do with those guys?
Yeah.
Where would you play Whitfield?
Exactly.
Forward pocket? No.
Yeah.
Because you want to win some games. And look at their matchup. Go now. They play West Coast this week, I
Yeah.
think.
They do at home.
It's a pretty nice way to get into
You
it. The other-
can't stuff
Talk
that
about
one
instant
up.
reward.
Yeah.
In their proper positions against West Coast, you look like an absolute hero.
Yeah,
Jimmy
agree.
T.
Yep, I think he'll be great.
So they've got the round 12 by GWS. So if you were just going to flick, that's a great thing. But then again, is this a strategy for GWS players? Is that we've got round 10, 11, then they've got the bye. You get them off their bye. Like our Fantasy 101 bye strategy is, you've got to be picking up premiums that have had their bye
Yeah.
in round 13 and 14.
I like that. And
So,
you get a couple of weeks to have a look at them.
Yeah. You miss out on their West Coast game.
You do.
And their first game where they all play heroes for a new coach.
Yep, that's true.
So they could all go massive. But, Dog, so you say that, and it makes a lot of sense, but you also talked about getting Wines.
yeah,
He's that same buy, isn't he?
he is. So forget what strategy we're on. No,
I was just picking your brain with
that's,
that. Like-
that's for my team, though.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
saying is that I probably need to go to a round 12 bye player.
Right. So you could get those guys could be in the mix for you then.
They could be. Josh Kelly I like as well.
Definitely.
In there. That's one that I really like.
So he's got 2 thumping scores in his last 3
Yep.
off the top of my head. And he's not going to go downhill with a new coach either. So he's a great price. Good call, Dog. Good call.
It is a good call. Let's hope that our calls can be good. Because we're going to look at our trades that we're thinking about for round 10 very early because I haven't probably spent enough time thinking about mine. So I'm going, I guess, a simple vanilla move for my trades. I'm getting rid of Steele and I'm going to get him Mills. Now, the cash to do that will be coming from Nathan O'Driscoll, who I didn't move on last week. And at the moment, I've got Cleary. So the Bulldog, he was all right.
He was great.
He was,
64.
very good. So he was in the
13
mix.
touches, 7 marks.
For the Michael Barlow medal.
Yes.
He would have had votes.
He did get votes.
He would. So I like him. I don't mind Baku Camus as well.
He went well.
He's a forward though,
Yeah.
but he's listed as a defender.
Yeah.
But he might get that DPP ahead of round 12, so that could be handy.
It can be handy, that swing man.
Mine are very similar to yours, Dogs. I like to copy you. Steele to
Not a good
Mills.
strategy.
Yes, I want those big thumpers. And to do that, I need a little bit of money. I'm bringing in Sam Berry.
Oh,
yeah.
Now,
I like this.
He looks good too.
521. He's going to be my Rosie. Now, he's averaged 91 in his last 3.
Right.
So it gets mid-time. He
Yeah.
had 16 CBAs. He has a bulk load
So
of...
you're going Butters to him.
Butters can go.
Yeah.
I've had enough.
I don't know. It's a
much,
bit
is
like the
he?
Darcy Cameron play.
It is.
It's not a bad one.
He's in Geelong this week.
It's like
Yeah.
the Rosie and the Cameron play.
Yeah.
Roy, what are
Very
you doing with
interesting.
Jack Steele?
I am going Steele to Hewitt.
Super Huey.
Super Hewitt. Gosh, he didn't miss a beat, did he, Dog?
No, he was very good.
Excellent. And then I am going Martin to Trelaw.
All right, they were our top trades. Thanks to Toyota. Oh, what a feeling.
Got a question for the traders? Tweet the boys at AFL Fantasy or head to facebook.com/AFL Fantasy Official.
All right, lads, Twitter time. Let's have a look at all the questions. So I guess we've spoken a lot there, obviously, about what to do with Jack Steele.
Yeah.
So the
pretty
people that have
relevant.
got him, I guess we just have to go, I feel like you need to get a premium, but I don't mind the idea, Roy, of still getting a premium. It might be a lower end premium to
Yes.
try to fix up a rookie.
Yes.
So that is what you like.
I do. It's a move that I've always gone to in situations like this.
Do you feel you're offloading Martin a little bit early?
Not at all.
Okay.
Where do we sit on some of those guys then, like Martin?
Having said that,
Dacos.
sorry, I have
Yep.
to apologise for that because that sounded disrespectful. I still have full faith in him,
Yeah.
but I don't. I would prefer to have Adam Treloar
Instead.
Agreed. But yeah, no, sitting him in your team until he's by at least is definitely a play.
Yeah.
But this is just a move I like.
And I think we saw this week with all those 60s from your Dacos, Horn didn't play but might this week. Those sort of guys, it's time to move them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you don't want to wait to the buy, you can go
yeah,
early.
yeah, for sure.
All right, well, this might be a question then that can follow on from what Tim is saying. So surely we're holding Cornelio and Whitfield to see what happens under a new coach, as sick as they make you feel.
The answer is yes.
Just don't look at him.
No.
Don't look at him this week. Give him the cold shoulder.
Yep.
And yes, you hold.
But yeah, so you do get rid of a Nick Martin or a Nick Dacos before you get rid of those guys.
Yeah, I'm not hesitating with that. Yeah, for sure. I love to get in a position of getting the rookies off as fast as I can. And guys like that, do we really think Whitfield is a sub-50 player?
No.
No, not at all. Cornelio, should I ask that question? No, he's not sub-50. Look, they're good players. It's been a very odd situation.
Yeah.
They're about to come out the other side of it. I think we don't look at them. If nothing improves, their buy round, they can go.
And look at it this way, like, what can they average now with their new coach?
Whitfield averages 100.
Easy. And surely Cogs is a 90.
80?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
okay.
God, I'm being...
But you know what I mean? Like, they could actually be 100
Yeah.
close to
Yeah.
for the rest of the year. It's a hold.
That is just ridiculous.
And especially
Two
with the
40s. Just do not look at it or pay any attention to it.
And as you said, the matchup this week could not be any better.
No.
Jordan, if Matt Crouch
Nah.
is back for the Crows, is it dumb to go Steele to Crouch and upgrade elsewhere? So this is your strategy,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
And he says, I know Warney won't agree, but this could be the rocket that Matt Crouch needs to get going. Only play him till his bye. Hopefully he goes up in cash and produces some okay scores.
It's a no.
I got no trust anymore in Matt.
We have been working our butts off to get him out of our team.
Yeah.
You don't want to be bringing him back.
How do you feel about some of these strategies then? And maybe next week, Cal, we might have to get the scale of hardness back.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, rolling 22. People have been asking for
Oh,
that.
okay.
We might
No
have to-
problem.
We might have
No
to have
problem
a
then.
double banger.
Yep, let's do it.
It'll move us up the podcast rankings if we have
Whatever.
both of those in one episode.
Too
Now,
right it
Goodness
would.
me, that
we'll
might break
do,
a record. Or the internet.
what we've got, well, what am I saying?
Just some stuff about footy.
And
No,
all
sorry.
I heard
this
was
is what I'm
scale of
saying.
hardness.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, do we use some of that to think about, could you ride a guy for 3-4 weeks or whatever we need to through buys that might have some good matchups coming up?
I'll be the judge of
So
that,
could
Doc.
you do like a Matt Crouch? Is that a valid theory? If he's in, ride him through the buys with that idea of trading him out at the buy?
Would you like to ride Matt Crouch?
No.
Right.
He goes St Kilda and then Geelong in Geelong. So it is.
Goodness me.
It could not be any worse for Matt.
Bad
Sorry,
ride.
Matt.
Bad ride.
Yeah.
Miller Time wants to know, is Sarong a valid option for the cash strapped? Roy, you said yes before.
Great minds think alike, Miller time.
Yes.
And yes, he certainly is an option.
Too right he is.
And Simon adds in there Sam Berry as a forward. Cow, you're on that. So if you did, you're going like a Butters to Berry.
Yeah.
So Sam Berry, the 90-odd average, midfield time,
Sounds delicious.
looking good. How many berries are there? There's like Jared Berry, Tom Berry, Sam Berry,
Butterberry.
Straw.
Strawberry.
Good one, Cow.
Like that?
He said that before, and he thought it was the greatest joke of all time. He sat there, his shoulders started moving,
They
then
did.
his whole body started moving.
Oh, body joint.
Belly was jiggling, yeah.
So anyway, that is an option because
Yeah.
then you could fix up something with someone else because you can always, and buys aren't a bad time to have your DPPs in midfield and ready to roll through because it does help you with that
See,
flexibility.
that's the thing with Crouch as well. They've chucked Berry in there who
Yeah.
brings like some intensity and stuff, and they're not going to turn away from that, I wouldn't
Is
think.
that a flag on getting a Crouch if he is back in?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, a flag on getting Berry if Crouch is coming
I
back.
don't think Crouch is pushing Berry and what he brings out, to be honest.
He tackles. He tackles. So, no.
Yeah, the tackling alone is an improvement.
Skippy wants to know, should I blow my worn chest to make these rage trades? Whitfield to Witherden and Cornelio to Mills. Your team's better.
It is.
It is better, but it would also be better if you blew that cash on a rookie that's on your ground or something, and then all of a sudden had three people that should be premiums.
Whitfield to Witherden. Witherden's been good.
Nah, don't even think about doing that.
Really?
No.
He's been awesome.
Whitfield will average 100
Oh,
the
well,
rest
there's
of the
the other
year.
thing. Yeah. Don't waste a trade. They're going to be very similar, and Whitfield should be better.
Yeah,
Done.
definitely.
Yeah, agree.
Who was the other one he was looking to get rid of?
And that was Cogs to Mills.
Well, see,
That's a
on the
big
other
upgrade.
hand, that could be considered.
Yep.
Yeah, you could do that one. I don't tick off the first one. I'd tick off that one.
Whitfield's been much better than Cornelio anyway, hasn't he?
Yes. He's been hitting 90s and he's only been playing. Sorry to keep you awake.
Got cramp in my chin.
Crap in
Oh,
your
I
chin.
hate that. Yeah, no, that happens to me.
He's no good at the moment.
Just yawn. I'm good. Let's go.
Sore agate as well.
Oh, yeah.
What have you done to it?
Don't know, mate.
Not
Gotta go-
enough.
Gotta go to a doctor.
The thing is, who are we talking
Don't know.
Cornelio to Mills? No, Mills or
yeah,
Whitfield?
we do that. Yeah, no, we tick that off. Move to the next question. I can't remember. What
Okay, next question.
Nathan, I can get Steele and Cornelio to literally anyone. Do I go Brayshaw and Took or Laird, Keys, Petrarca, whatever suits my buys? Or do I trade Martin or Butters in? Ooh, Martin, Butters in. I reckon trade out, I would say.
Yeah.
And play the value game with discounted premiums. So get rid of a Martin or Butters rather than getting rid of a Cornelio, I'd be saying.
Roy?
Well,
That's your...
at this stage, I'm doing the remove Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Team's looking pretty good. So rookies on field, Dacos, Clark, Martin, and then that would turn Martin into that. And then you're rolling in value guys like Kadeem Coleman, who was good this week. That was a nice
was he?
return after probably a down one.
Yeah.
And Cameron. I think Darcy Cameron. We just roll with that for a while.
Yeah, and that Darcy Cameron move, that's still on the cards this week.
Are you really? Yeah.
Yeah, do not just think you've missed the boat there. He is still cheap as chips.
He is.
He's still 200K less than these other value picks that we're talking about.
Would you be
and
doing-
he's actually the safest out of all of them, to
Well,
be
you'd
honest.
be doing that better than Berry, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Okay. Jeremy, give Fantasy Reporter of the Year to anyone who can find out what role Whitfield and Cornelio will
Yeah,
play.
that will be worth an unbelievable
Tell you
amount of
any
votes.
reporters up there, or go along to it yourself and see if you can get a question to old Spike McVeigh.
Yeah,
You would
ask
get
him.
up to number one on the rankings. If you could
100%.
get that question out.
Yeah,
Is he Spike McVeigh?
I don't
Or is
know.
that Mark McVeigh?
Don't know.
I've actually
lost the
thought
plot.
about this so much I'm confused which is which.
Yeah.
I know. We spoke to Mark McVeigh
Yeah,
like 12 years ago.
yeah. And is that Spike?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's Spike. Spiky McVeigh.
Because if he's there,
Yeah,
he got to hang out with Paris Hilton.
he did.
Is that one?
Yeah.
I thought that was the other one.
Adam.
Oh,
Oh, so many
Right.
McVeighs.
what the hell?
All right, got
Someone
any-
just ask one of them what the hell is
First-
happening there.
Find out what his name is first, and then follow it up
And
with that
Jared
question.
McVeigh is the coach.
There you
Right.
go.
Is that
We just
Spike?
don't know who Spike is.
So anyway, ask that damn question, somebody.
Yeah. Spike McVeigh
Like, you can even be borderline.
is Mark. There you go.
Right,
That's the
thank
bother.
you.
Hang on, but then they've got a photo.
Oh, see? Is it any wonder?
The Wikipedia photo is of
The other one.
the other one.
Good old Wikipedia.
God.
Is it? Oh, I don't know.
Or is he just shaved his head? No more Spike.
Who knows?
See, it's confusing. Now, just push that the
Yeah.
right thing to do is play them in their right position as you ask this question. Get the answer we want, please.
And
it's Mark
Sow
McVeigh.
the seed in their head.
I'd even word it this way, Roy.
You should know.
Yeah.
Didn't they play for Bombers?
Don't say to Spike
One of them did.
in the interview.
I've lost the
Don't
plot
say
here.
to him, "Hey,
Yes,
hey,
correct.
Spike, do you think that you'll return the players back to their positions?" Word it like this: go. Surely, now
Yes.
that he's gone,
Yes.
and point at Leon.
Yeah.
Now that he's gone,
Yes.
surely you're going to put them back in their positions. Tell him what he's
Yeah.
going to do in the question.
Definitely.
Clever questioning.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Dog, you got any more questions
Anyway,
for
it'd be
us?
worth a lot of votes.
Yeah, well, mate, straight to the top.
I have lost the plot here. Mark McVeigh is the coach.
No wonder
Okay.
we've slipped so far in the
We
podcast rankings.
Get on with the Twitter question. See, he's too busy worried
That
about...
is Spike.
He get,
So that's Spike. Jared McVeigh.
Look,
he was the one that played for the Swans.
of all people
Yeah.
that need to be focused on their
Yeah.
fantasy team at the moment,
Oh, no,
you.
but his team's worth the most, though, Roy.
did you know?
Just
Like, I
quietly.
shouldn't
His
bring this
value's
up.
gone up.
I shouldn't
5.
bring this up. Did you know it took a late update for him to tick over 2,000?
1900.
It was, I think Max must have got one extra point, and
Yeah.
then Clary, because I was on, 1997. They were better years. And then, Clary got 3, so
Yeah.
that would have got me to 2,000, but I got 4 for Clary because he was a skipper.
Cool.
There you go, cool story. Right. Right. Is Chad Warner an option here for Finn? Averaging 106 in his last 4 and is a top CBA guy.
Yeah, there's a lot of people talking about him, to be honest.
Low 700s. It's not a guy that I would be going, but
No,
I
so-
can see why people are doing it.
100%. He's a good player, too.
It's a missed boat type thing. now.
I think so, but we're talking about Sarong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in about the same price bracket as Sarong.
Swans don't get to play Bombers each week.
That's true. But
That's
he's done it
very
for a
true.
month,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, okay. And he's got the middle buy, so yeah, if you're looking to ride him till then.
I still can't tick it off.
I'm
but-
not ticking
But
it.
I don't even tick off keys. What more does that dude have to do? So,
Exactly.
But it's not my thing. But yeah, his numbers are there.
Chris Reed is looking for an upgrade option for Hobbs or Callahan at M7. Is Dusty an option?
See, he had a 90.
Yeah.
He's back.
And it's Dusty.
Yeah.
Like, he's just an unbelievable player. What can we see him averaging 90 the rest of the year, though?
85 maybe?
Because it feels risky.
Yeah.
Even though he's an absolute jet.
Now, he's not getting the mid-clock. So in the first game of the year, he was there 52% of the time.
Yeah.
We're talking CBAs. And his comeback games, 37%, 27%.
Yeah, because I don't think he probably came back with the tank. Like,
No.
he didn't look as lean as he
He missed 6 weeks.
does when he's peak condition.
So can
but
you get
looks
him-
bloody strong?
Yes, you can. You can get because
Yeah.
it's Dusty Martin.
It's bloody Dusty. If everything else fails, you hide behind the name.
Yeah.
And it's a damn good name to look at.
Yeah.
His
Intimidating.
profile picture is outstanding.
Yeah.
And yes, dog, it's an intimidating figure to have in your team.
Frank wants to know, does he go Miller and keep Dacos, or does he go Hewitt and Lloyd? I'm not ready for Lloyd yet, I don't think. I'm not sure it's there yet.
He did his old school save his score in the last quarter, I think, again on the weekend. He might have gone back-to-back hundreds, I think,
He's been good.
Lloydie.
He has. He's been good. So he's gone 102, 109 in his last 2.
Against the Bombers.
Yeah, against the Bombers and the Suns.
Yeah, so that's going to help
Suns beat him, though.
inflate your price. Yeah, well, that's true as well. What price is he down to?
Yeah, 740.
So he's a bargain.
It's value.
It is valid.
If you believe he's going to be a top 6.
Yeah,
He would be in the top 8.
you would
at the
think
minute.
so. Yep.
So the other one there, though, is saying Miller and keeping Dacos, and that would probably mean on field. But Dacos is that play that you could ride through to the buys.
Yes, because he's got the good one. That's why, at the moment, him and Martin, they are priced, I think, exactly the same.
Yeah.
But the fact that one is in defence and has the round 14 buy compared to a midfielder with the round 12 buy,
Yep.
for me, and
forward,
I'd
yeah,
say,
yeah.
oh, sorry,
Yeah.
the majority of teams, I would think it suits better to hold Dacos.
Yeah, and that's it. Like those forwards, if you've got Cornelio, if you've got Butters or Rosie,
Yeah.
they're the ones that are hurting our round 12 buy,
They
those
are.
forwards.
Not to mention our overall scoring per
That's
week.
right. Yes.
Ethan wants to know thoughts on Mitch Duncan. Where are we sitting there? So he didn't even get to 90, did he? In the end?
No.
He didn't, but he took 8 marks.
Yeah.
And he was
Playing
floating
that role. He's
Yes.
playing the role that
The role was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have we seen enough? That's the thing.
No, not really.
Not enough yet.
I would have been.
agree.
I would have been more confident launching after last week, where he had that big one. You don't always, unless you're a dog with Bowie, you don't chase last week's score. However, with that one, I was pretty confident doing it because I really thought he would have backed up better this week than that. And yes, the 8 marks are good, but if he's not scoring 100 with 8 marks, I don't know how he's going to get to 100 because he's not going to tackle his way there.
So he has the middle bye. He goes Port Adelaide, Bulldogs leading into it.
It's 2 at home and home against the Adelaide teams, I think.
That's correct. So he could be back to his hundreds in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But I just don't have
it wouldn't
the
be a
confidence
confidence launch, but if you did it, I certainly wouldn't turn my nose up.
He won't get any cheaper than what he is now.
No, he's a bargain price. No doubt about it.
For Albert, let's make this definitive. Mills or Laird?
Mills.
Okay.
Where's he playing?
What do you think he'll score this week? Here, put another one on the line so I can clip this up.
Let me just check my...
Don't get him to put his agates on the line.
So he plays...
already back the left one.
Yeah, they're a bit sore at the moment. He plays Carlton at Marvel.
He doesn't like Marvel.
And doesn't like Carlton.
Hates him.
Yeah. 112.
Oh, 112. God,
112.
you're a peanut.
What? What's wrong with that?
That's fair, is it? What do you think he'll score?
Oh, we think 158, but no. Like, seriously, he hates it, yet you're still backing him into probably score more than what he's averaging.
Maybe. What do you want from me, dog? You ask me a question.
Consistency?
You ask me a question, I give you the answer. It's not the answer you like, so you get all angry.
Look, he did his calculations, and that's what he came up with.
Evolved wants to know, are we sleeping on Jack Sinclair? Put out great numbers in defence. He is.
He still is.
Missed the boat type one.
Oh,
no.
He just doesn't have the same level of... I don't have the same level of confidence in him that I do for others for some reason, which is disrespectful because he's an absolute jet. Now he's going to probably move back into the midfield with Steele out. Okay. Rewind. Yes, massive option.
Right.
He is, isn't he?
Yep, he is. Jacob wants to know, thoughts on Cleary to take Nick Dacos' spot at D6. So could you play Cleary at D6 until after the buys? Means Jason Horne-Francis then can become a top dog premium. So if you were playing Horne-Francis on field, obviously you couldn't this week because he was out, a premium midfielder to roll with Cleary over Dacos.
Realistically, Cleary...
Same score this week.
Well, there you go.
Cleary has a nice draw, which should mean he scores over 55.
Yep.
So his job security, what is it? Tim O'Brien?
Yep.
That's
he
his...
was injured, yep.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a play. It's definitely a play. If you know or think that Cleary is going to be there until the bye.
Look, he looked good.
He did.
And
what's that, 3 weeks you'd need him?
Yeah, and one thing I liked about him the most is probably the fact they weren't afraid to use him when he was providing that run off half back. It wasn't like they do with Bowie, look at him and go somewhere else.
Yep.
They were hitting him up. So it's a play, not one I would do.
Agree.
I wouldn't be bringing in a rookie defender to play on my ground at the moment.
No.
But
however, scoring similar to Dacos after 1 week.
Yeah, so if the flip side of it is so good and someone who could potentially be a captain, maybe, but not for me.
Do as I say, not as I do, Calvin, will be your answer to this one from Josh.
Okay.
Who goes first out of Dacos, Rioli and Butters?
That's tough.
Dacos, Rioli, Butters. So
should it be Dacos? Because
Dacos is a no.
Not to trade.
No,
okay.
because of the bye.
Right.
The other two have the first bye, the round 12 bye. And I think... So I'm in this situation.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking you this.
I am looking to
You've probably
probably...
forgotten what you've actually chosen to do.
I'm thinking to go... Well, it depends on who you can get to.
Right.
Okay. Rioli can go first because he is a legit defender. Okay. Butters
plays as a defender.
Butters has mid-time.
Ironically, did you know he saved his score by pushing forward and had 2 shots
Yes,
at goal?
he did. Yeah, I did see that.
If they went through, he would have ended up with a decent score.
But Butters isn't getting it done. So
what is he actually doing out there?
I can't believe it.
No, it's not Butters. Good one, dog.
How bad he is, or his answer?
No. Oh, I don't know. You lost it. Calvin got it.
Right. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he made a joke.
Oh, did he?
He doesn't do
Just
it.
wasn't a very good one.
Oh, no. I should
Don't
have been
sleep on his
better than
jokes.
that, though.
Yeah, don't sleep on them. They don't come up very often.
Sorry. I missed it.
You missed it. You wait till next year. He might do another one.
Never used that
Where
before.
did you find that?
See?
I need some good ones.
2 in a row.
Hey! Oh, gosh.
All right.
This is what we've turned into.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
last couple.
Don't drag us down with you.
Last couple. Oh, all right. Trade Cornelio if it means I can get to Laird for Mitch.
Yes.
Yep.
Go for it.
Gosh. I reluctantly say yes.
Yeah,
Probably.
and he says he could bring Cornelio back in after the bye if McVeigh plays him in
Look,
his real
I think
position.
he's going to save himself for holders in terms of that 80, 85, but I don't think he's going to go so well that anyone's going to want to bring him back in.
Agree.
All right. I think we've probably had enough.
We have. All right.
I reckon people listening have had enough. I
Do
don't
you know
know.
Have they?
Yeah.
They probably have.
Especially with dogs. Champagne comedy.
It's been pretty
He is
bad.
on fire the
is,
last
yeah.
few minutes.
Far
his
out.
buttons.
I might have to load these up with a few different things.
Definitely. I really enjoyed what you bought that last
Yeah, it's
couple of
good.
minutes.
Didn't bring a lot today, but I don't know when you scored 2002.
I know. People could tell you had a bad score. You were sulking all F.
Yeah, no. Roy, you got the 3 votes today.
Oh, thanks.
Well done, Roy.
Thanks.
What did I get?
None. Me either. You can have all 6 of them. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back on Thursday night for AFL Fantasy Live. That will be from 6:15 on our Facebook page. You can also grab that as a podcast. Make sure you're clicking back to afl.com.au for all of our content this week and also hitting up the AFL Live app for every little bit of thing that you need. It is the place to go, especially for all the different shows. Haven't watched our Access All Areas yet. We'll have to
Have
check
a look
that
at
out.
that. Yeah, for sure.
Damo and Lordo, have to say.
Check it out.
All right, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.